Hello everybody, I'm Sneaksy Gamer, and welcome back to Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. It's been a while since I did a video on this. I kind of fell out of doing the challenge rifts every week because I got to a point where so many of them I just couldn't finish them. But this season, Season 21, I'm not sure how much longer we have in it, but there's been quite a few updates since the last time I played this. Currently, I'm using a Firebird Wizard here. Currently, as of day before yesterday, I think, up through the end of all the way through the rest of this season, there's double bounty caches, which is very nice. And there's a really cool seasonal buff this season, which is Trials of Tempests. The elements have deemed you worthy. Periodically, your character will be infused with an elemental power, and you receive twice as many bounty cache bags. I'm currently working on Destroyer of the Season Journey. I just finished, what is it? Champion. I just finished Champion last night. Now, I'm using a Firebird Wizard, but I'm not using a typical build for Firebird. What I've got, I want to switch this to Death Wish at some point here. I've got one, I think, right here, yeah, but it's not ancient, and it's not nearly as good as what I've got. But if I can find a good Death Wish, that will be very useful. Currently, what I've got is the 6-piece set bonus from Firebird. I've got the Source, boots, pants, gloves, shoulders, and helmet. I've got the Aquila Cuirass, or however you pronounce that. I haven't found a ring to replace this yet. I've found some rings, but none of them were good enough to replace this, so I'm still using this thing. I've got Halo of Karini, which I take 69% less damage for 5 seconds after my storm armor electrocutes an enemy more than 15 yards away. I've got Nemesis Bracers just to make doing rifts and greater rifts a little easier. I've got the Hellfire Amulet because I got the Dominance passive when I made my Hellfire Amulet, and it's been working pretty good for me. I've got Hergbarash's Binding. Reduces the arcane power cost of Arcane Torrent, Disintegrate, and Ray of Frost by 56%. So in the cube, I've got Etched Sigil as my weapon. So while channeling, I'm using Arcane Torrent. For at least 1 second, the damage of your arcane power spenders is increased by 150%, and you also cast one of your other damaging arcane power spenders every second. So right now I'm channeling, what I'm channeling is Arcane Torrent, and then it will cast Meteor and Black Hole occasionally. Every second one of those will be cast while I'm channeling. I've got no first boast to amplify my meteor damage by a huge amount. And then right now I've got Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac because I haven't put anything else in there, but I like that because it allows me to teleport sooner than I normally would if I need to. I don't necessarily need that, but for my skills, I'm using Spectral Blade with Flame Blades, Arcane Torrent with Flame Ward, so I take less damage.
One time, I miscast the charm spell, and Sister Lysa was fawning over me for a
Yeah, I
whole
take
night.
less damage as I channel
It was
that.
mortifying.
Black Hole is the Fire Rune. Teleport with Safe Passage, so that when I teleport, I take only 75% damage for 5 seconds. Storm armor with the reactive armor, so it hits ranged and melee attackers with lightning. Meteor with the meteor shower rune, where it drops 7. Got conflagration, so enemies have a 6% higher chance to be critically hit while they're on fire. Decreased damage by 17%. Audacity, because I'm fighting things up close a lot more than farther away, so I deal additional damage to anything real close to me. And then Unwavering Will, because when I'm channeling, I'm standing still for quite a while, so therefore I get bonuses while I stand still. My legendary gems, I've got Bane of the Powerful just because that was the first one I got, so I threw it in my ring and haven't replaced it yet. Esoteric Alteration, so I get more toughness. And then Taiguk for the damage and armor boost while I'm channeling. This is based on a standard build that you would see for Firebird, but I changed a few things with it, so it's working pretty good for me so far. The only thing I'm having trouble with is some of the cursed chests and stuff. Because I am running Torment 11, I probably shouldn't be at this point. Because as you can see, my damage output isn't the greatest. Yeah, that's one of the things that happens. Right now I'm doing bounties because, as I mentioned, there's the double bounty rewards at the moment. I really do like being able to teleport as frequently as I can, because that increases my toughness and it makes moving around a lot easier as well. Yeah, I mean, that's... I peaked at over 600 million toughness. That's pretty good.
Your defenses are nothing.
And I don't even need to cast my skills. All I need to do is activate my storm armor when I need to refresh it. I'm actually going to draw these guys over here and use them to help me out here.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
For as long as I can, anyways, before they die. Oh, that didn't last very long. Yeah, see, I'm not gonna get the 100 in time, but I'm really not too worried about that stuff. this one that's a wave of fire. I'm thinking I might actually just lower the difficulty to Torment 10 so I can breeze through these a bit faster. Faster on Torment 10, so I think I'm just gonna do that. Okay, nothing over there this time. Yeah, elites and stuff, they're dead in seconds. Rift Guardians, gone in just a few seconds. I had the craziest thing happen to me the other day. I honestly wish I had been recording when it happened. I got a bandit shrine, the one that brings out all the goblins. After I killed the group of goblins, I had to chase one away from it because it was running. The rest died right next to the shrine. When I came back to the shrine to gather all the stuff they had dropped, there was a portal to the vault open and a portal to the cow level. And I've never seen that. I didn't even know a portal to the cow level could open up from those. This is my favorite one of the things that we get. And it seems there's a counter on the thing. It seems the more enemies you kill, the more damage the things do when they activate. That seems to be the situation anyway. I can't guarantee that, but that's what it seems to be doing. Apparently there's some new sets since the last time I played. They don't have set dungeons for them yet, but there are new sets. This season, the Demon Hunter and Necromancer got a new set, each of them. And they seem pretty powerful from what I've seen. I haven't used either of them yet. I did find part of the wizard set that's been added. And that's where I found out. I think the monk and the crusader are the ones that haven't got a new one according to what I've heard. Which means they'll probably be next season, because the wizard one was added last season along with the... I don't even remember. Yeah, I'm gonna head back to town to show the set in my stash because I've got a few parts of it. The wizard one, it seems like it could be powerful. Typhon's Veil. Double the duration of hydras and increase the number of heads on multi-headed hydras by 2. Damage taken is reduced by 8%. For each hydra head alive, each time you take damage a head dies. A head cannot die more than once every 2 seconds. And hydras deal 1300% increased damage for each hydra head alive. So that could be a really cool set to use. So I am interested to see what that's like. Yeah, I haven't found the, because I haven't been playing, I haven't found any of the other new sets that were added. Oops. But yeah, the Demon Hunter one is Gear of Dreadlands or something like that. I wonder if I could actually make that usable. Because cooldown reduction isn't that big of a deal for me right now. Why did I do that? I don't want attack, I want toughness increased. I'd rather have armor than percent life. Okay, that could go up to what now? 397, so that's the maximum. I can take a small hit. Okay.
Didn't see that coming, did you? Need more time.
I like this because I can literally stand here channeling this constantly and I never run out of arcane power. See, the last time I actually legitimately played a Firebird Wizard was way back before they made a bunch of the big changes to sets. I don't remember when that update was, but it was at least 2 or 3 years ago now. It was a really big update. They made huge changes to all the sets, and I can't remember when that was. Or maybe it wasn't all the sets, but most of the sets got really big overhauls done on them and stuff. And that's the last time I actually played a Firebird, was before that. I mean, I've messed around with one since then, but I didn't actually build one since then. Well, actually, I believe Torment 6 was the highest I could go at that time. Or maybe that's just all the higher that character got to. I don't remember. It's been such a long time. Like I say, it's been years since I actually did a new build on a Firebird. And I'm really enjoying it. I think I'll do this one first. Here comes lightning again. I love that one. I don't know if Leoric's Shinbone is even in here anymore. I haven't seen it there for... Well, back when I was still playing this quite a bit, I didn't see it for at least 2 or 3 seasons in a row where I came through and it just was never there.
Your defenses are nothing.
For a little while I was using Explosive Blast instead of Black Hole, and then I would teleport right into the middle of a group of enemies after it started to charge up. And it was pretty effective, but I like the Black Hole because it pulls them all together. The Black Hole concentrates the group of enemies, making it a lot easier to kill them all fast. For that, I've done the set dungeon. I just came in here to get away from stuff so I could leave. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, I was running Greater Rift 45s last night while I was trying to finish up that last step of the journey because I needed to get 3 gems to 35. So I was running 45s and it was taking me like 5-6 minutes to finish one of them, which is decent, but I'd like to be going a lot faster than that. But I have climbed pretty quickly with this character. I do have to say that. Considering I've done it all on my own, I've been leveling and increasing my greater rifts and stuff a lot faster than I expected to. I've been playing this character for a week, maybe. Something like that, maybe a day or two more than that, but... Done. I'm not going to be opening the caches that I get, though, because I'm working towards something right now.
Well, you have finished.
Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it yet, but they did announce Diablo 4. There's been some stuff showing about it. It looks pretty damn good. What wand is that? I can't remember which one that is. Ah, it's one that doesn't have a power. Yeah, I am working towards, let's see here, conquests. This one. And the easiest way I've found to do that is to collect. Normally I do Torment 11 and I do 50 caches from Torment 11, I believe. I don't know, it's been a long time. But I might just do Torment 10 this time and do an extra set or two just to have enough. Yeah, so the reason I'm using the chest armor I am is because I barely ever drop below 90% of my arcane power, so I've always got the 50% damage reduction, which is incredibly useful.
Your defenses are nothing.
Just about the only time I do drop below 90% is if I cast Black Hole or Meteor or when I activate my Storm Armor. But then it takes one normal attack and I'm back to being above it, so... So basically what I'm saying is I pretty much always have myself taking half damage, so that's very nice.
How does that feel?
And that is exactly why I got why I'm using a different build than you would normally see, is because I was too squishy before, and I was like, you know what? I got one of those chest armors, I was like, you know what? Let's try this out, because before I was using the Etched Sigil as my offhand. And when I got that chest armor, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna replace my chest armor, I'll use the Firebird Source, and basically just made a few changes through the Etched Sigil in the cube instead of using it, and here we are, and I'm doing way better since then. Then this ring, when I got that ring, that Halo Karini or whatever, that made a huge difference as well. Yeah, as long as I'm channeling my arcane torrent, which I pretty much am constantly doing, as you can see, I'm very hard to kill. There's times I'll just stand there like I did with those champions over there. I'll just stand there and let them hit me with the molten explosions just because it doesn't kill me. Half the time it doesn't even scratch my life because I've got the shields from dominance going and everything, and just I'll stand through a molten explosion and my life won't move. Snowball one. That one's pretty damaging as well. I don't like it though, because it goes in the direction you're pointing when it first starts, and then just goes off on its own little thing. Hey, pig sticker, I think I remember. Yep, pig sticker. I thought I recognized it. You know what? Screw it. I'll do this cursed chest thing. Is this the 5 waves or kill 100 enemies? Kill 100, okay. I might be able to do this. The 5 waves ones I've struggled with a bit because but that was before I started using Black Hole again. Because they weren't getting grouped together, so it was hard for me to kill the waves quickly. I'd have to go and grab the stragglers, which is part of the reason I switched back to Black Hole, because it's easier to do those things then. I'm not gonna finish this. That sucks, man. That really sucks, because yesterday when I did, or day before yesterday, maybe it was, I don't remember. I like this one too. That one's pretty cool too. Actually, those ones are usually in the other half of the Steaming Winds, so I'll go to Elk Harness and head backwards. But, I did the Cursed Peak the other day. I got that one. Is that one of the conquests this time? It is. Yeah, I was on like Torment 8 or something at the time, but that's where all the higher I was able to go at the moment. And I got like 275 killed in the time limit, and now they're on Torment 10, which I'm obviously capable of doing. I couldn't even get the 100 on that one. I am excited for Diablo 4. I don't know how it's gonna go though. Because apparently the big bad guy, from what they've been showing, looks like it's gonna be Lilith. Which is... I like that idea, but I don't know how they're gonna do that. Because, I mean, it is a Diablo game. They can't make a Diablo game without Diablo being there somewhere. And maybe they can. Maybe that's exactly what they're gonna do. But I would think that being a Diablo game, it's gonna have Diablo in there. I am very interested to see what comes of it though, because it looks very good. I don't know when it's set to release, if they've set a date yet. I just know they showed stuff. I saw the little trailer they had for it. How was it called? What was it? I can't remember what the thing was called. There was an actual title for the trailer. Was it by 3 they come or something like that? Something like that. It was pretty cool. I might actually, if I get a moment here, I might actually show it if I can find the thing. But that might get copyright claimed right now, I don't know. I don't know how that works on something like that. That will probably get a claim on it, which I'm fine with. It's not like I make money on my videos anyway.
Your grave waits.
And if it rightfully belongs to them, then yeah, go right ahead and claim it. I don't care. But yeah, maybe after I finish up these bounties, I'll go and see if I can show it. Shrine of Rekonishu. If I'm able to actually add a new video source on the fly while I'm recording, I'm not sure. I haven't tried it, I don't think.
I'm so good, I astound myself.
Clear the Vile Cavern. It's not too far away. There's nothing I hate more in these when I'm trying to do bounties fast, and I get one of the ones where stuff is way, like, the ones that take forever to get to. Yeah, that same day I got the goblin, the vault and cow level portals with that shrine. I also, apparently that was just my lucky day, because I also got the bounty that I usually dislike the most is Rathma's Gift in Act 5. Because it takes so long to find all of those Death's Prison things in that cemetery, because it's such a big area, and it doesn't point them out to you unless you're real close to them. I spawn into the thing, I'm not even kidding you, I spawned into the thing, say this is where we came in, there was an area like this around it, they were all 5 in there. I was like, oh my god, that's awesome. I've never had them right there like that before.
I'm just warming up.
So the bounty that usually takes me the longest, aside from ones like Kill Adria, where I gotta run all the way through that place or something, but the one like that normally takes me the longest took me a matter of like a minute. And I was like, oh, that is incredible. So yeah, apparently that day I was just lucky that day. yeah, apparently that thing with the goblin shrine spawning the portals, apparently that happens very rarely. Because I tried looking it up because I was like, what? Like, I could understand one of the goblins possibly opening the vault portal, but I couldn't figure out where the hell the cow level portal came from. So I looked it up, and yeah, apparently that happens very rarely.
New goods today. We must face another trial, my friend.
And the reason I'm using flame blades rather than, say, magic missile or electrocute or something like that is, well, it's simple. I prefer flame blades. It does more damage. Oh, it doesn't do more damage actually, but it increases the damage of my fire spells, so I do more damage when I use it. When I get into big groups of enemies, I hit them with that first, and then I start channeling, and I do way more damage. Plus, just for whatever reason, this one, I seem to be a lot more close quarters with this wizard than I normally am with a wizard, so I figure go with a skill that suits that. Yeah, the set dungeon for this set, I was looking at it. I tried it one time and I failed right away. It was when I had, immediately after I got this last pieces of the set, I went straight for that and tried it. I couldn't do it at that point. So I went back a little while later to try it, and I'm like, okay, I'll just complete it. I'll master it later. I mean, I was going to attempt to master it, but I had it was very likely that I wouldn't master it on my first try. Well, I didn't master it my first try. I didn't complete it my first try either. My second try, however, mastered it. And the thing that was funny about it is, I was thinking, you know what? Because it was taking me a little bit to kill things at that point. I wasn't nearly I wasn't doing nearly as much damage as I am now at that point. So I thought to myself, back then I was using the, what was I using? I don't even remember what all I was using, but I ended up going back to town because I knew I had Milford's bolts, those boots that are in the cube for me now. I knew I had those in my stash. And I thought to myself, because you've got to hit 50 enemies with the meteor that resurrects you in that dungeon, and I thought to myself, you know what? I'm gonna go and put those boots on, because then my meteor will do way more damage, and it might kill them at the same time as activating the thing. And I go back to town, open my stash, throw the boots on, go back out, go into the dungeon. I run through the dungeon. I master it with like 10 seconds left. And then I go back to town and open my inventory. I put the wrong damn boots on. I had thrown ice climbers on by accident. So here I was using the wrong boots and I still got it. But I do have to say, I think those ice climbers, if I hadn't been wearing those, I probably wouldn't have mastered that dungeon. Because the elites in there have the frozen orb things that they... Not frozen orb, oh yeah, they're the frozen orbs, but they do the frozen things on the ground. So if I hadn't had those ice climbers on to prevent me from being frozen, I probably never would have made that in time. It was just funny here. I'm like, oh, I've got a great idea. I go back, throw the boots on. I'm like, yeah, this will work for sure. I didn't even have the right boots. I'm like, yeah, I got a great idea. And then I put the wrong damn boots on, and I still got it.
Not ready yet. I'm just warming up.
So, yeah, I guess I killed enough of them. I don't need to keep killing them. And I know there's people who swear by the, to get that avarice conquest, there's people who swear by, using Boon of the Order and then going through somewhere like the Ruins of Corvus where there's all those enemies. But there's so many places where you can get stuck in there that I just...
Still waiting.
I prefer doing it this way where it takes more time, but when you get the things, as long as you're careful about it, you're good. It's guaranteed. And right now is the time to do this because we're getting double the caches, so rather than having to run 10 full sets of bounties, you only have to do 5 full sets, which is really nice. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get this Let's see if I can find the right thing here. Yeah, I'm not finding it. Is this the one? Yeah, here it is. That's not what I want to do. Can I open it in? There we are. Okay. Yeah, it's by 3 they come is what it's called. Okay, gotta add a new video thing. Yeah, here we go. This was the announcement cinematic, which I really liked. I didn't realize it was quite as long as it is, but yeah, I'll sit through this again because it's pretty cool.
Thy divine wisdom guides me. Though my path is wrought with darkness, guide my soul to thy sacred light. Blessed Akrat, thy eternal light protects me. Thy divine wisdom guides me.
Quiet.
Though my path is wrought with darkness.
Shut up. They have our scent. Run! Just keep running.
Are you out of your mind? He's not going to make it.
He has to.
Blessed Akrat, thy eternal light protects me. Thy divine wisdom guides
Look at me! All the gold we want is right there.
No, I just came here for knowledge.
They're coming!
I know.
Get over here!
Now, breach the seal. Get us through that door.
Oh, light, help me. By 3 they come. By 3 thy way opens. Blood shows. This doesn't make any sense. Blood. Blood is the key. Blood is the key!
What?
I need 2 of you!
No! Go! I'll hold them! Go!
So, it says the blood of the willing goes...
You gotta be kidding me! It worked!
We have to help him!
He's dead already.
It's a shame he didn't make it.
Oh well, cheer up. Gold splits better 3 ways instead of 4. It must be hidden here somewhere. Read this.
By three they come, by three thy way opens, by the blood of them willing. Hail. Hail the Creator. Ha! Hail the daughter of... Oh no. No.
What about the coin? What's it say?
This is forbidden. This is a summoning. I cannot speak.
Don't lie to me!
We came here for treasure. What is this place?
I don't know. Maybe it's a temple. Or a tomb, or... Blessed Akrat, thy eternal light protects me. Thy divine wisdom guides me. Though my path is wrought with darkness, guide my soul to thy sacred light.
From near this, we see thy salvation. By three they come. By three thy way opens. By the blood of the willing. We call thee home. Come.
Blessed Akrat, thy eternal light protects me. Thy divine wisdom guides me. Though my path is
Open
wrought with
your
darkness.
eyes.
Eternal light protects me. Eternal light protects me. Eternal light protects me. Eternal light protects me. Eternal
There
light.
is no light here. You came to the darkness for knowledge.
Yes.
And all the knowledge you seek is here.
I don't know who
Surrender.
that guy is.
Speak the words. Call her home.
By three they come. By three thy way opens. By the blood of the willing, we call thee home. Hail, daughter of hatred. Creator of sanctuary. Hail. Lilith.
with us.
So yeah, that was the announcement cinematic, and I am so excited for that game. I'm so excited to play that. But yeah, as I said, I don't know how they're gonna do that.
I can't believe what people throw away.
But I'm excited to find out.
Fate smiles on you today.
I'm assuming it's either gonna be later this year or next year, but I don't know. I know they've been working on it for a while, or at least there's been rumors that they have. I don't know if they actually had been, but... Man, this thing's tough. But yeah, they announced that a while back, and I'm quite excited for it.
I'm just warming up.
I think that's one, if I see the option to pre-order it, I'm going to.
Not ready yet.
I think that is one that I will be pre-ordering if they give the option.
Need more time.
But apparently, at least I'm assuming anyway, the Uber bosses from Diablo 2 were not a canon thing because Lilith was one of them and you killed her. I never did do the Ubers in Diablo 2 though,
You can see me now.
I was never able to. Because that was an online only thing. Yeah, she turned them into chickens at the very last second. Awesome. I hate those things.
Your grave awaits.
Those little fallen lunatics or fallen maniacs, whichever one they are. They're called both, depending on where they're at. but those things, if they explode on you, they'll kill you faster than anything else in the game. They do insane damage when they explode. Like enough to one-shot you. I've noticed recently while I've been playing this, there's been times where, actually there's been a lot of times, where I will, rather than use teleport to teleport away from a group of enemies or something, I will time it to teleport just as I'm about to get hit with a molten explosion or something. And I'll use it basically like a dodge. I'll just use the teleport to avoid the damage of the explosion and keep on fighting. I'll just be standing there fighting and I'll just go to avoid the damage and then I keep fighting. I was joking with my brother. I said it seems like my time in the Dark Souls games is kind of impacting other games I play. I know I used to do it with the monk too. When I would play a monk and I was using 7-sided strike, I'd time that as a molten explosion was about to go off so I'd avoid the damage from it. I mean, it's strategy, I guess. It works. It's just kind of funny with the monk using an offense skill for defense as well. It's like, why use it to deal damage when I can use, or why use it just to deal damage when I can use it to avoid damage as well? And I realize that's probably something a lot of players do, but I never really thought about it, and then just the other day I'm like, wait a second. Honestly, I'd be surprised if something like that wasn't common practice for players. surprised if that wasn't a common thing for players of games like this. Oh, that was disappointing.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
And I do realize this wizard isn't it's not exactly the fastest or the most effective build a person could have, but it's damn powerful. This thing is deadly. Most definitely. Oh, there isn't a chest in this one, I guess. Okay. First glacier. I'm just gonna do all the bounty things. I went right past it. Yep, this is the one I thought it was.
Need more time.
I had something kind of funny happen to me last night. I'll have to pay attention once I get to that. Once I get to Act 5 and see if it happens again. There's the, what are they called?
Your defenses are nothing.
Do you see that enemy over there?
The primordial scavengers, the big rocky armored guys that the armor breaks off and they're a little lizard thing underneath and they burrow in the ground to get their armor back. My enchantress hexed one of them and turned it into a chicken, and when it turned back, it was the size of the thing without its armor, but it still had the armor on the sprite, and it was digging in the ground. Looked like the thing with the armor, but it was the size of the thing without the armor. It was just weird. Honestly, it made me laugh because it just looked goofy. I'm guessing it was something to do with being hexed. My best guess would be that while it was hexed in the form of a chicken, it probably reached the damage point where the armor would normally break, but it wasn't in the armor because it was in the chicken form. So then when it came back, it hadn't made the change over to the form without the armor. I mean, that's my best guess as to why it happened, but it was funny.
Still waiting.
Nothing worth getting anyways. I really wish I was going a little faster with these.
Is this my blood? I can't.
Not just that. Oops, a little bit of rubber banding happening there. Hopefully it doesn't keep up.
I need to go back.
Yeah, I don't want to go into this and not have room and have to come back out just to grab this stuff after I kill him, so...
Did you forget to eat it?
In fact, I decided to get the day's eating out of the way all at once.
This will go quick.
The beast is down.
I knew it would go quick. Bosses always go fast with this set. Because of that 6 set bonus, your damage is increased by 200% and damage taken reduced by 3% for each enemy that is ignited. This effect can stack up to 20 times. You always receive the maximum bonus whenever a nearby elite monster is ignited. So anytime a boss or champion, elite, anything like that is ignited, I'm automatically getting 20 stacks, increasing my damage by 200% each. So yeah, it's this is a very powerful set. Is that Depth Diggers? Is that what they were called? No, that's the Fart Pants, that's right. Pox Folds. I call them the Fart Pants. I mean, that's literally what they are. Worm Sign. I keep getting this one. Hey, it's right here this time. Good. I'm okay with that.
I'm unstoppable.
think something I've got has a chance to freeze enemies on hit, because I've noticed that happens sometimes.
Your spirits are no longer held by Diablo's corruption.
In the end, Lilith was banished, and Inarius was given over to the demons, who have tortured him in the hells ever since. Most of Inarius' followers were killed. Those who remained showed even darker fate. Despite the tragedy, I believe the Nephilim may yet play a part in resolving the eternal conflict.
Come on, I need more groups.
Spirit is free now, Angel. I'm so good, I astound myself. Need more time.
I didn't even see what that legendary I just picked up was.
Get any better?
Bone Shaman. Apparently it was another pig sticker.
Still waiting. Unstoppable. Need more time.
Yeah, so far this season, I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I haven't been playing it for that long. But I did finally confirm something that I've suspected for quite a while. Once you hit a certain number of items destroyed in a streak thing, it doesn't increase the number of, or it doesn't increase the amount of time you receive the bonus for anymore. In fact, sometimes it seems like it actually reduces it.
Your defenses are nothing.
I got that lightning thing the one day, and I was, where was I? I think it was the Briarthorn Cemetery, and I just destroyed everything I could. I got like 100 and some objects destroyed, and it gave me 18 seconds. So I think it actually, after so many items, it just reduces the amount of time rather than keep continually increasing it. That's the only way I can think to explain why 100 and some objects would only give me 18 seconds when there's times I'll get like 15 objects and I get a minute. I honestly don't know how else to explain it other than it must reduce the amount after you hit a certain number. Okay. Last one here, and then we have one act left. Normally killing 125 enemies will take a little bit, but in this place it should be pretty quick because there's a lot of these tormented stinger things. Or stitching crawlers, these ones are, but there's a lot of those things which are always in big groups and they are very quick to die. Yeah, you wanna know how long it was? How you can tell it was a very long time since I had played it? I was running some rifts with my dad the other day. And I hadn't been through any of these areas yet at that point. So I guess what I said earlier about it being all on my own, I was wrong. I forgot I did run some rifts with my dad the one day. But, we were in one of the tower things. I stopped in front of one of these things. I completely forgot you can't stand in front of those. And I just stood there, and all of a sudden it started breathing fire and killed me. And I was like, what the heck killed me? It had been so long I had completely forgotten those were things.
I'm so good, I astound myself.
That's how long it had been since I played. I had completely forgotten those were something, and I forgot you couldn't stand in front of those things. So that tells you it was quite a while. Okay, on to Act 5. Ah, kill Melthil. Cool. Mostly I've just been getting killed Urzigal in this one. So it's nice to have a change of pace.
I am stronger still.
Because I don't mind killing Urzigal, but it's nice to have a little variety.
Need more time. I'm so good, I astound myself.
Yeah, I've been playing this lately, and honestly, I've been having fun with it. I stopped for quite a while because I was burned out. I wasn't enjoying it anymore. It felt more like a chore to do anything in the game than felt more like a chore than having fun, and I don't like that. Sometimes I'll take a break from recording, or I'll want to anyway. I don't always, but there's times where I'll want to because making videos starts feeling more like a chore than something fun, and that's the point where it's like, okay, I need to do something. I need to change what I'm doing with the videos, or I need to stop doing them for a while. Typically I'll do something different, do a different game or something, but once in a while that's where I'll take a day or two off, or suddenly I'm not recording. It's usually because it's gotten to the point where it's not enjoyable anymore. There's times with certain games that I've stopped, and that's why. It's because I couldn't enjoy them. Like, which one was it? Hexen 2, I think? Where I had to keep retrying, and it got to the point where I said, fuck it, I'm not even enjoying the game anymore, I'm done. I'm not gonna finish it. And I was so busy talking about that I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, and I kept going after I needed to. Yeah, this one. This is the bounty I was talking about earlier. This one usually takes a little while. But yeah, I'm not even kidding you. An area like this, and they were all 5 in it. It was like luckiest fucking day of my life. Well, not really, but in the game it was.
If only they could see me now.
I hate when I accidentally draw on one of those things. I gotta start guessing which direction they're in until I get close enough that they show up. Which is what I was saying about it can take forever. Not always, but most of the time you gotta get pretty close before they start showing up. Didn't really take too long this time, but That's another reason I really don't like this bounty, is because you have to kill so many things for each of them, because things coming from all over the place. Cursed shrines. Oh boy. I was thinking I might take the Nemesis braces off for this, but I'm actually going to leave them on because I'll get a damage boost then. A huge damage boost.
Still waiting. I'm so good, I astound myself. I'm unstoppable. Need more time. Still waiting. Nicely done.
See, normally having Nemesis braces on can make that one extremely difficult, but because I get the massive damage boost when I've got an elite burning, it went way faster this time than it normally does. Cursed Pond. I don't remember what this one was. Is this the one with all the zombies coming out of the ground? No, that's in a different place. That's in the other place, isn't it? I don't remember.
I'm unstoppable.
Can't carry anymore.
Dare attack me?
That's why I didn't remember.
Your defenses are nothing. I can't pick up anything else.
Kill most. I don't know if I've done any videos since they changed the location of that waypoint, but I like that place now. 'Cause now you don't have to run through the entire level to get to Melville. Now you just barely have to go anywhere.
You dare attack me? Not ready yet.
Right finger, wrong button.
Need more time.
And here we are. Oh, that wasn't pig sticker, that was that one. I always confuse those two until I take another look. Because pig sticker's a dagger and that's a sword, but I always get those two mixed up. Well, that's it for this episode. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.